My name's Tobias Sally. This is my video submission for my video homework. Here I have question 1 here. We were to sketch and describe the transformations for each of the following, and then explain how each graph is related to the parent graph, which is right here, y equals 2 to the x. And this is the first one, g equals 2 to negative x. And the way it's related to the parent graph is because it's just reflected over the y-axis, okay? And the h equals negative 2 to the x is a reflection over the x-axis, and then the k negative 2 to negative x is a reflection over the x and y-axis. So this is how they all are compared to its parent graph. For number 2, we were supposed to solve this equation with algebra and then sketch the graph. And then we were also supposed to sketch y equals 4 and then show the intersection point and then explain how the algebra and the graph agree. So here, this is how I did my solution. I added the log to both sides, and then I got rid of that one, subtracted 3 from both sides, and then divided by 2 from both sides, and then I put that in my calculator. X gave me 8.07. I drew my graph. This is the line, y equals 4, and then this is e to 2x, and then that's that. And then this is their intersection point. And then the way these agree is because the algebra solution gave me 0.80, which is less than 1, and then on the graph it's less than 1, so it matches. It means it's true. Now here for the third one, we're supposed to find the inverse of this function up here. So I equaled it all to y, then I subtracted 1 to both sides. And then I added my log to both sides and got rid of it on this one. Then I subtracted 4 from here, added it over here, and then here I swapped the x and the y, and then that gave me the inverse. We were then to graph both of them, and then graph the y equals x. And so this is the original problem, and then this is it just inversed. And then here's y equals x. The logarithm function and the logarithm functions are reflections of exponential functions because the x and y values are swapped in the inverse function. So that explains. And then the fourth and the last problem was just to put it all together and consider this function. We were to identify the domain, vertical asymptote, and the intercepts. The only intercept I found, the only intercept in this problem was 3L. The vertical asymptote was 2, and then the domain was 2 to positive infinity. We were also supposed to describe each transformation from the parent graph. So here's the parent graph here. We had a vertical or horizontal, we had a horizontal shift of 2 to the right. So here, that's what that looks like on the graph compared to the parent. We also had a vertical stretch of 3. This is what that looks like. And then here is the reflection over the x-axis, which is down here. And then all together, the final will look like this compared to the parent graph. And then here's your vertical asymptote at 2. This runs through 3, and then that runs through 1. The original function is a logarithmic function, and the inverse is an exponential function, showing the opposite relationship between the two. That explains.